Stop! Don't start your car like that. You're killing your engine. Curious about just how starting the car requires costly repairs? How to avoid it? Proper cold start care can save a lot of money in the long run by preventing costly engine repairs. Let's dive into this video and figure it out. Number 1. Revving the engine right after starting. One of the biggest mistakes people do during a cold start is revving the engine right after turning it on. When an engine is cold, the metal parts, like the piston, cylinder walls, and bearings, haven't expanded to their proper size. Metal expands when it's heated up, but in cold weather, these parts are contracted and stiff. To make matters worse, engine oil, which is responsible for lubricating all these parts, becomes thicker in cold temperatures, meaning it doesn't flow as easily or reach all the critical components right away. If you rev the engine immediately after starting, you force these cold, unlubricated metal parts to move against each other at high speeds. This creates unnecessary friction and can cause damage. In some cases, even leads to a condition called piston slap, where the piston hits the cylinder wall due to improper fit caused by the cold. Over time, this can wear out the piston rings and other parts, leading to expensive repairs. Think of it like pulling a frozen rubber band. It's stiff and far more likely to snap under pressure. Instead of revving, start your car and idle for about 30 to 60 seconds. This allows the oil to flow and coat all the engine parts, ensuring they're properly lubricated before the engine starts working harder. After this period of idling, drive gently until the engine warms up fully. This simple habit can protect your engine and prevents unnecessary wear and tear. Number 2. Letting your car idle for too long. Letting your car idle for a short time after starting is essential, but idling for too long, like 10, 15, or even 20 minutes, is actually harmful and is unnecessary, especially with modern engines. Many people believe that prolonged idling warms the engine faster, but that's a myth. Modern engines are designed to warm up more efficiently while driving, not while sitting idle. Why is excessive idling a bad idea? First, it wastes a significant amount of fuel. When an engine is cold, it runs in a rich state, meaning it burns more fuel than usual to compensate for the low temperature. This extra fuel can seep past the piston rings and mix with the engine oil, a process called fuel dilution. When oil becomes diluted with fuel, it loses its ability to lubricate the engine parts effectively, leading to increased wear and tear over time. Second, idling doesn't generate much heat because the engine isn't under any load. Without movement, it can take 15 to 20 minutes for the engine to reach its optimal temperature, wasting both time and fuel. Idling for too long also increases emissions, contributing to unnecessary air pollution. The better approach is to start your car and let it idle for about 30 to 60 seconds to allow the oil to circulate through the engine. Then drive gently for the first few minutes. Light driving warms the engine faster, gets the other components like the transmission and brakes working, and helps the car reach operating temperature more efficiently. This saves fuel, reduces emissions, and protects your engine in the long run. Number 3. Driving aggressively before the engine warms up. When driving on a cold morning, it's very important to avoid accelerating aggressively or pushing the engine to higher RPMs. After starting the car, the oil inside the engine hasn't yet reached all the moving parts, such as the piston, bearings, and cylinder walls. Since oil is thicker when it's cold, it takes longer to circulate and properly lubricate these components. At the same time, the metal parts on the engine are still cold and haven't expanded to their proper size. Aggressive driving under these conditions increases friction between unprotected parts, leading to wear and tear much faster than normal. For turbocharged vehicles, this is even more critical. Turbochargers spin at extremely high speeds and rely on oil for both cooling and lubrication. Without proper oil flow during a cold start, the turbo system is at risk of serious damage, which can result in a very costly repair. To prevent these issues, drive gently for the first 5 to 10 minutes after starting your car. Avoid hard acceleration. Try and keep the RPMs below 2500 and let the car warm up naturally. This gives the oil time to flow properly, allows engine parts to expand fully, and protects critical systems like the turbocharger. These small steps help to keep your engine healthy and avoid unnecessary damage. Number 4. Using the wrong oil viscosity. Engine oil is the lifeblood of your car. But did you know that using the wrong type of oil can cause major problems during cold weather? Oil thickens as temperatures drop and thicker oil flows more slowly through the engine. delaying lubrication to critical parts. This delay can increase friction and wear during a cold start. The key is to use the correct oil viscosity for your car as recommended in the owner's manual. Viscosity is represented by numbers like 5W30 or 0W20, where the W stands for winter, and the lower the number before the W, the better the oil flows in cold temperatures. For example, 0W20 oil is thinner and flows more easily in freezing conditions compared to that of 10W30 oil. Synthetic oils are also great choices for cold weather. They are designed to maintain constant viscosity across a wide range of temperatures, ensuring smooth circulation even on the coldest mornings. Always double-check the manufacturer's recommendation and switch to winter-appropriate oil before the temperature drops. Number 5. Shutting down your engine too soon. Short trips in cold weather can surprisingly harm your engine. If you start your car, drive a short distance, and shut it off before the engine has fully warmed up, moisture and unburned fuel can accumulate inside the engine. A cold engine doesn't get enough heat to burn off these contaminants, which can mix with the oil and degrade its performance over time. Additionally, the moisture trapped inside the engine can lead to corrosion and rust. Repeated short trips in winter can significantly shorten the lifespan of your engine and lead to costly maintenance issues. To avoid these, try and combine errands in one large trip instead of multiple short ones. This allows the engine to reach its optimal temperature and burn off any moisture or contaminants that may have been built up during a short trip. If you must make a short trip, consider a slightly longer route to give the engine enough time to warm up properly. However, modern fuel-injected engines are designed to start efficiently and warm up quickly with minimal idling. Another myth is that revving the engine helps clear ice or snow off the car faster. In reality, this only adds unnecessary strain on the engine and does nothing to speed up the heating process. Some people also think that turning on all car accessories like the heater, defroster, and headlights immediately after starting up can warm the car faster. However, this practice drains the power from the battery, which is already weak in cold temperatures and can make it harder for the alternator to charge. Instead, wait for a minute or two after starting the car before using accessories heavily. The science behind cold starts. A cold start is particularly hard on your engine because of how the engine's internal systems function and react to low temperatures. When you start your car, the process begins with a starter motor drawing power from the battery to crank the engine. This gets the piston moving inside the cylinders, where fuel is sprayed in by the fuel injectors. The spark plug ignites this air-fuel mixture, creating the combustion needed to power the engine. In normal conditions, the oil in the engine flows smoothly, lubricating the moving parts like pistons, bearings, and cylinder walls. But when the temperature drops, engine oil becomes thicker and slower to move through the system. Cold weather is tough on engines, but with the right habits, it's possible to minimize damage and keep your car running smoothly for years to come. Avoid revving the engine immediately. Do not let the car idle for too long. Drive gently until the engine warms up. Use the correct oil viscosity and avoid frequent short trips. These small changes can make a big difference in protecting your engine and saving you from costly repairs. If this video helped you learn something new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on keeping your car in top shape. Have any other cold weather car tips? Drop them in the comments below. Stay warm, stay safe, and see you next time.